Y'all, I want my husband. I don't want to be a strong, independent black woman anymore. I want to be a wife. I want my husband. I want to take care of my husband. I want to cook for him, clean for him. I want to brush his hair, pick his toes, massage his feet. I want my husband. I want to travel with him. I want to build a life with somebody. I don't want to do life by myself no more. And I don't know why we have convinced ourselves that I'm happy being single. I'm an independent black woman. I'm going to buy my house by myself. I'm going to satisfy myself. I'm going to live by myself. I'm doing everything by myself. Not me. Y'all got it. I don't want to do nothing by myself. I want my husband. I want my person. I want the one that God has created for me. I want him to have kids because I want my husband. I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to be out here by myself no more. Like, life was not meant for us to live it by ourselves. I don't want to be strong, independent, all that by myself. I want to have somebody's back. I want somebody to have mine. I want my husband. I'm speaking that out into existence because there's power in words. So, Lord, if you hear me, I'm ready.
I know some of you probably felt that, right? You probably heard her voice and you thought, damn, she's finally admitting she's tired. But you guys got to be careful. Honestly, I believe her. I don't think she's faking the exhaustion. That part is real. But what you have to understand is that what you just heard wasn't any sort of revelation. She's not saying, I finally understand partnership. She's saying, I can't keep doing this alone. There's a difference. That's why I'm saying you guys got to be careful when you hear things like this. Because when you've been the one waking up early, getting the kids ready every day, paying the bills, fixing everything that goes wrong in the house, cooking, cleaning, working full time, overtime, and trying to hold yourself together, you're not independent. You're just worn out. You've been playing both roles for too damn long and you're tired. You know what I don't understand? Why being a wife and being feminine is somehow related to being weak. I don't get it. Being feminine isn't about weakness. It's about balance. It's about knowing when to let a man carry what you were never meant to carry. When a man leads, that doesn't mean he controls you. It means he carries the weight. He makes sure the lights stay on, the bills are paid, and the home is safe. When problems hit, he's not panicking. He's steady. He gives direction. He says, I got it, and he actually means it. When a man protects, it's not just physical. It's emotional. It's spiritual. It's him walking on the outside of the sidewalk. Remember that? Remember when you first met your man and he grabbed you by your arm and he kindly just pushed you over to the inside of the sidewalk? That was him telling you, I'll handle that when life gets heavy. It's the way he shields you from unnecessary stress or how he keeps you calm when everything seems to be going crazy. When a man provides, it's not just about money either. That's all you hear today. I want a man who makes six figures, has a set of six-pack ab, and he's got to be over 6 feet tall. That's all you hear. It's about stability. It's about making sure you feel safe, and not just in your house, but in your soul, in your heart. He builds a foundation so that when life tests the both of you, your house doesn't fall apart. And when a woman truly understands that, she doesn't compete with him. She doesn't try to outlead him or outtalk him. She respects him. She listens. She moves with him, not against him. A man doesn't need a servant. And a lot of you, that's what a lot of you think. Being feminine and submissive, being a wife, you guys confuse that with being a servant. A man needs a woman who knows her place beside him, not above him or in front of him. That's the order. That's how peace in a household works. But here's the problem. Here's where the problem started. Both of your parents told you something entirely different. They're not telling you what I'm telling you right now. They told you don't depend on no man. A man will disappoint you. Go get your degrees, get your job, buy your house, make your own money. They probably meant well, but they were speaking from pain, not from wisdom. Your moms didn't know peace under a man's leadership, so she taught you how to live without one. She didn't teach you how to build with a man. She taught you how to survive without him. And in doing that, she didn't prepare you for the loneliness that's coming. Your father doesn't stand too far behind her. If your father was around, he might have told you something similar, just like this. He might have said, don't date men like me. Why did he say that? He said that because he knew what he did to your mother. He probably cheated. He probably disrespected her. Maybe he was violent. Maybe he walked out. So now even he taught you to fear men and not to understand them, but to avoid them. Both of your parents were speaking from pain and not wisdom. That message worked for maybe a little bit of time. It gave you a career. It gave you this false sense of independence, maybe even some pride, but it also gave you emptiness. Because success means nothing when you come home to silence, when you have nobody to share it with. And now here you are in your mid-30s and 40s, looking around, realizing that the men who were once there, the guys who wanted you, the ones who were patient, kind, the nerdy guys, the nice guys, the steady guys, those guys are now husbands and fathers. They built what you thought you could postpone. Those men didn't disappear. They just stopped waiting around. They've built lives with women who saw value in family early. Women who understood that building together doesn't mean losing yourself. Now you're crying out, I want a husband. And I don't doubt your pain. I just question your readiness. Because what you're really saying is, I'm tired. You're not saying I've changed. If you've truly changed, your actions would show it. You wouldn't need to record a video to convince the world. You'd start living differently. You'd start speaking differently. And I'll say it again, submission isn't about being beneath a man. It's about respecting the natural order. It's about telling him, or I should say, it's about letting him lead so the household runs in unity. But when you've spent years fighting that order, saying, I don't need no man, it's hard to flip that switch and suddenly become feminine. Femininity isn't a performance. You inherit that when it's taught to you by your mother. You have that naturally. It's a spirit. You may be able to cook, clean and rub his feet all day long. But if your tone is disrespectful, if your attitude is combative, if you can't take correction without turning it into an argument, that's not femininity. And I know where it all came from. You were told to delay marriage. Your parents told you that. Your parents told you to focus on your career, get your degrees, your money, settle down later. We were all told that. That blueprint works for men, but it was never meant for women. Why? Because men build value over a course of time. Women decrease in options over a course of time. And that's not coming from a place of hate either. That's reality. Men can build families at any time, at any age. Women don't have that same luxury. And this is why now she's realizing that independence has an expiration date. Unfortunately, you believe society when it said you can have it all. But what they didn't tell you is that you'd have to sacrifice something, and that something is time. And now time is coming, and the cost is hitting hard. You don't need a husband right now. You need humility. You need to recognize that wanting love out of exhaustion isn't the same as being ready for love out of understanding. Because the truth is, you don't want a husband. You want relief. And until that mindset changes, the cycle will continue to repeat itself. So in my opinion, I don't think she's ready. She's not, she might be ready to stop struggling. And those are two very different things. I think I've said enough. I might have to leave that there. Whether I agree with the content creator or not, I'm always going to link them back to the description. You can find them there. You can go check out their profile, give them some love, show them some love. What say you? I know there are millions and millions of women caught up in the same struggle who feel the same way. A lot of you are just afraid to voice your opinion because you don't want to be seen as a pick-me. I say the ones who do feel that way, just say how you feel. Be honest. Life sucks when you have to experience life alone. I'm going to leave it there. What say you? Leave it in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one.